This holiday edition of The Best Times focuses on the act of giving. You'll meet volunteers who keep the holiday spirit alive all year long. You'll also meet a man who's had a lifetime love affair with the theater, and we'll answer basic questions about a syndrome known as the silent killer. Hello, I'm Chris Hardaway. Welcome to the holiday edition of The Best Times, a series that looks at life after 50. It is in giving that we receive. Those are the words of St. Francis of Assisi. The holiday season is the time when those words are often transformed into actions. People think of giving to others and find personal reward in that simple act. In tonight's cover story, which was first broadcast last year, we visit with several organizations and individuals in this community that practice the art of giving back and exude the holiday spirit year-round, because they know it's better to give. It's 3 weeks before Christmas, and the children at Bruce Elementary School are surprised by presents appearing at their desks and Father Christmas standing in the corner. On this day across the city, over 4,000 gift bags like these, packed by volunteers, are being delivered to elementary school children. And along with the gifts, Father Christmas delivers a lesson in sharing. Vincent Astor is a volunteer portraying Father Christmas.
We teach this lesson in outside of here, it's all get, and I want. But here is a little bit of sharing and giving and so forth. And you never know when that's going to stick. You never know when you're talking to a small child what they're going to remember. But if they remember something like that, it will be with them all their lives.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital was founded in 1962 by a man who knew a thing or two about giving. Today, hundreds of St. Jude volunteers follow Danny Thomas's example. Meet Larry Campagna. He's a 78-year-old former city employee who has volunteered at St. Jude for 16 years. He says it's his way of giving back.
I guess first it means that it's some place to go to and give back and to pay back and to feel dedicated and feel like I love this place, and I do. I see the children here, and it just means a whole lot to me.
The work of Larry and others means a lot to St. Jude. Catherine Berry Carter is head of volunteer services.
And the hospital opened in 1962, and since then and even before, volunteers have played an integral role in the hospital, and everything from answering the telephone and in the early days, picking up patients from the airport and housing them in their homes and providing them meals, everything. And we certainly have evolved since then into a different volunteer program, but volunteers have been absolutely integral and really truly the heart of St. Jude since the very beginning. I believe in my heart that a lot of our volunteers feel that this is their life legacy, that they're giving back and that they will be remembered for doing that. And it just means so much to them and adds a whole nother layer to our jobs in knowing that we're playing a role in effectively engaging them.
According to data from the Corporation for National and Community Service, Memphis is about average among the largest cities in the country in volunteering. The numbers show that about 1/4 of adults in Memphis volunteered an average of about 33 hours per resident. Almost half of people volunteered at churches or religious organizations, followed by educational institutions and social service providers. In total, volunteer contributions amounted to over $700 million, but the need for volunteers is greater than the supply.
There's a huge need. there's all kinds of organizations that need volunteers every day. I mean, it's endless.
Joanne Lowe directs the RSVP program at the Aging Commission and counts Larry Campagna among her volunteers. The RSVP program is a clearinghouse for matching people over 65 with service opportunities. Joanne feels that volunteering can give retirees a sense of purpose in life.
It gives them the opportunity to go out and meet new people. It gives them the opportunity to use the skills that they have learned over a lifetime. It gives them a reason to continue to live. You know, if you sit around and you don't do anything, you end up just sitting there. And it just gives them something to do, people to be around, and it gives them a purpose in life.
The concept of giving purpose to one's life through volunteering is reinforced by a study that showed that among people over 60, volunteering provided both physical and mental health benefits. It's interesting to note that similar correlations were not found among younger volunteers. In short, volunteering may help you live longer.
To stay in the game with the Rockets.
Here at the Memphis Academy of Health Sciences, a charter school, you'll find two men who have something in common. Robert Toombs, retired surgeon, and Steve Brown, retired lawyer, are both volunteer tutors.
I really believe in that school. I think they have a wonderful school. I really enjoyed working with the kids, and I found out that one of the problems was vocabulary. The first little boy I worked with was vocabulary. So we worked on vocabulary, and they teased me about saying, here, old Doc Toombs is over there. You can hear him working on that vocabulary with this young boy. But I could see the difference that it made with him, and I think working with him for 2 years in a row really got me hooked. I don't know, it's a lot of fun to do that, and you sort of feel like, well, you know, why should I stay at home and watch television or read a book or whatever when I can actually go over there and maybe help one of these kids. And I get a big kick out of doing that.
After 3 years as a volunteer tutor, Steve Brown was hired by the Academy and now works full-time as an assistant teacher in special education.
Working with the kids is, you know, it's a stimulating thing. It's a fulfilling thing. The kids, this is a charter school, and the kids I work with are basically inner city kids. They need help in math and reading and other subjects, and I feel like I'm making a difference.
People really yearn to help other people, and we feel as though one of the things we say is we help people find their passion.
Mark Dean is director of Volunteer Mid-South, another service clearinghouse listing over 250 organizations and nonprofits seeking volunteers of all ages. His agency placed Dr. Toombs and Steve Brown, and he points out that Steve's experience of being hired after volunteering isn't unusual.
People frequently want to try something completely different. When I was earlier in my career, I was faced with doing a lot of public relations in a new job and didn't have that much background in it, so I took on volunteer opportunities that gave me an opportunity to exercise those muscles, and ended up being the marketing coordinator for the barbecue contest here for several years. So volunteering can be a career builder. It can be, I always wanted to but never got a chance in my career to do this. It can be whatever you want it to be.
It's AARP Day at the Civil Rights Museum, with free admission, food, music, and exhibits. At one of the tables is information about one of the latest programs offered by AARP, Create the Good.
Create the Good is a website where everyone can go in and post their volunteer opportunities. So for instance, today the Alzheimer's Association is here with us. They can go on the Create the Good website and advertise their great memory walks and make sure and recruit volunteers for that. And talking to our members, we discovered that people really like to help their family, friends, and neighbors, and it makes them feel good, and it does make a difference.
In his book, The Blue Zones, author Dan Buettner identifies areas around the world with unusually high concentrations of centenarians and asked the question, why are they living longer? One of the surprising answers is that having a sense of purpose in life, the reason you get out of bed in the morning, is one of the common traits of people who live to be 100.
Service is one of the things that I think operates like Valium in a way, that you feel better because you've served.
I think the important thing is just to take a few hours of your time every week and go out and do something and be connected to other people and have a sense of purpose in your life and engage yourself so that you can feel that you have, given something back, and that all the wonderful things you've been given through in your life, that they are paid forward to other people.
Pushing the teddy bears aside.
Father Christmas is reading to the students at Bruce Elementary. He's the spirit of giving and has won over a few skeptics when they found out his beard was real. Vincent Astor has volunteered to play Father Christmas on this day for 7 years now, and he wouldn't miss the opportunity.
December 6th, the Feast of St. Nicholas, is my birthday. And when I wake up at 5 in the morning and turn up at an elementary school to play St. Nicholas, it's a really wonderful way to start my birthday.